And what could be the best indication of where the housing market is headed, this hour's Realty Check brings us the #1 rated broker of high-end homes in the nation. The second hour Power Lunch begins right now. Well, since the prices at the high end of the real estate market can sometimes tell us about the whole sector, we wanted to check in with the #1 realtor in America, talk about the state of her business, and get her thoughts on the real estate market right now. She has more than $3 billion with a B dollars in sales and commissions under her belt. We're pleased to welcome dlenz of Prudential Douglas Elliman Real Estate. She joins us today from New York. Good to see you. Thanks for. You're losing money just sitting here talking to us, I would imagine.
Absolutely.
Stephen Gaines, I don't know if this is a compliment or not, but in his new book on Manhattan real estate, The Sky's the Limit, calls you a combination of Babe Ruth and Jack the Ripper. Do you like that?
I don't know that I like it, but sometimes it's necessary.
How tough is it to get into this market? I mean, Manhattan real estate has to be, I would think, the toughest market to crack right now.
In terms of being a broker, in terms of being a buyer, in terms of being a seller?
The answer is yes.
Yes, then it's probably the toughest market to crack because there's no inventory. So if you're a buyer, you're really running around looking at lots of things in competition with equal people to you. If you're a seller, you're debating, should I sell? Because if I sell, what am I going to buy? And if you're a broker, it is, although more licenses have been issued in the last year than the previous 5, I think it's difficult to break into the high-end market for sure.
Interest rates don't matter then, huh?
Oh, interest rates totally matter, and yeah, absolutely. And long-term interest rates are low for the foreseeable future. In fact, the Fed is meeting about it on Thursday.
So if long rates were to move up, and we talk about on the fringes of the real estate market around the country that the affordability goes down as long rates go up. Is that the case as well with the kind of clientele you have?
Not with the very highest end, although, people tend to feel richer or feel poorer, and as a result, it does impact it. It's just slower.
And do you expect rates to go higher here? Is that a sales tool for you sometimes to say, I wouldn't wait here because rates could go up at some point here?
It definitely is a sales tool. However, it is not expected at all to go up. In fact, it may be expected to go down, and they can't explain it.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy? Mm-hmm. You once sold a $25 million apartment to a client who barely batted an eyelash because... I'll let you tell the rest of the story there.
Well, I was really impressed with the way this client handled his purchase. He came in, he said, okay, it's really what I wanted, I'll take it, didn't negotiate, just went ahead and, said I'll take it.
Hit the bid.
Yeah, and I said, well, that's terrific, and after he signed the contract, of course, I asked him, well, what made you so confident? How did you know? Why did you do that so quickly? And he said, look, I just bought a $19 million painting at Christie's, and I needed a proper wall to put it up on, and I certainly wasn't buying a $2 million wall for it.
Is that typical? And, any other part of the country, and we would say, boy, is that symptomatic of a real estate bubble.
But it's not, because as long as inventories are very low, as they are now, interest rates are very low, and general sentiment is high, I think we won't have any problem. I see no problem at all. In fact, new records are being set on a weekly basis. New prices per square foot, new absolute prices, all new records. How
many potential buyers do you have on your books right now, you personally?
I personally probably have over 100.
And is that high for you?
It is high for me. It is high for me, and especially high for the summer. The summer tends to be a little slower, and I have not taken a single day off.
And I'm hoping you turned your cell phone off for us, but I'm going to let you turn it back on right now.
Okay.
Thanks, Dolly.
Thank you.
See you later. dlenz of Prudential. Whoop, she is turning it back on. Prudential Douglas Elliman Real Estate, the #1 broker in America right now.
Thank you.
By the way, at next hour on Street Signs, our next Realty Check will take a look at the surprising plunge in home sales.